the life that we live in.
Sometimes I get a good feeling. Hello guys, Phantomania back with another video. This is about my 10th or 11th time doing this because I keep forgetting things. So apologies for that, but you didn't know that and I didn't need to tell you that, and I just did. Whoops. Yes, so today's video is going to serve as a double barrel for ComicBookJunkie. He's only been on YouTube about 3 or 4 weeks and has surpassed 100 subscribers, so congrats on that. Part of this video will be his entry to his 100 subscriber contest, and part of this video will be the tag video, which I will do first of all because this is part I keep effing up at. So you have to tag a couple of people, so I'm going to tag Dave's Geek Chat, Millie Akers, and Claire What. So what you have to do is get a couple of comics that you think would be good TV programs or movies. So I have a couple here. So these are the ones I think would make good movies, which would be Saga. Obviously Saga is just one of those weird comics that whenever you're reading it you don't kind of envisage what's going to happen in the next panel or next page or next issue. Kind of the 6-month break from Saga, I was enjoying reading it month in, month out, and then whenever I got back into it I didn't kind of enjoy it as much. I don't know whether it's just a case of because I'd been reading, you know, like the 4 trades and then went on to the singles, so it's kind of one that unfortunately I've not been kept up to date with, so Saga would be one for a movie. The other one is one that my good friend Mike Lacey got me into, which is Birthright. This is obviously the story of 2 brothers who are playing out the woods. One goes into the woods and disappears and then comes back as this guy, and he's like, you know, a real badass and stuff. So I think this would be a good movie. So TV programs, first would be Invincible. This is kind of like a normal family, you know, like husband, wife, kid who are on an alien planet because he's like a superhero. And just like seeing some of the things that, you know, they're trying different food and what have you, it's just like that would make kind of think a modern day Mork and Mindy, but it's reversed. The humans are on an alien planet rather than an alien on our planet, so be that one. Another one would be Chrononauts. This is obviously kind of them going back in time and kind of making things benefit them. So obviously that kind of affects the timeline and stuff like that. So I think this would be kind of like a modern day bromance, but bromance with Quantum Leap kind of put into it, or Back to the Future, whichever you prefer. But this was just a really good, fun 4 or 5 issue read. I really enjoyed it. And the last one, which would be Lady Killer. Obviously this is just a normal woman, mother, wife, who is kind of like a secret agent kind of thing, and it was one of those ones that I just picked up. I think Stacey had mentioned it and I picked it up before it started getting some traction, and issue 1 was quite hard to pick up, so they'd be that for that. So then he wants to, the second part is entering the 100 subscriber competition. Sorry, I need a drink. 100 subscriber competition, where you have to show like your favorite villains, their first appearance. Now I'm relatively new with comics, and to be honest with you, a lot of my comics are now in storage, so I didn't have the wealth. I was able to pick up 5, and I'll show them now. So the first one is Uncanny XMen 221, which is the first appearance of Mr. Sinister. A lot of my Uncanny X-Men are the first appearances of many heroes, but not many villains. And certainly not many villains that I know of, whereas Mr. Sinister is one that I know of, so we have that one. That's number 1. These are in no order, just name them because I picked 5. Number 2 is Red Hulk. Sorry about the glare, should really take that out of this. So Red Hulk, why is that there? Red Hulk obviously is General Ross, so a lot of people were thinking that he's going to appear in the Civil War and Hulk up into the red one. But I don't know how I came across this one. I think it was just a case of because it said collecting issues 1 to 3. So this is the first, issue 1 is the first appearance of Red Hulk. So yeah, good story, and obviously anything to do with Hulk I'm always partial to. This is a newer one, which is the first appearance of Dr. Aphra and her droids, who are just hilarious. I can't remember their name. Again, I'm terrible whenever it comes to this. I was talking to Mike the other day and he was talking about artists, and it takes me a minute or two to remember who does what. But she's been a mainstay in the Star Wars universe in comics, and just a great character. Obviously she is kind of in she's kind of like Darth Vader's sidekick, for want of a better word, but she holds her own on that front. And yeah, just if you haven't read the new Star Wars comics, you really should. If you're in the UK, try and pop in the game, because I think they had the first volume for $4.99, so it's not too bad, and it's a good read as well. Obviously that's Darth Vader, but the Star Wars one is good. Next up, these are ones that you've probably seen numerous times, but these are probably the best ones to show off, which is my XMen number 12, which is the first appearance and origin of the Juggernaut. It's because I'm sitting right opposite the window, so sorry about the glare. Sorry about the glare there. But yeah, this is obviously, with me collecting the X-Men comics, that is one run that I would love to try and complete, but there's so many issues that are just either really expensive or impossible to get. And it's the same with The Walking Dead. I'm trying to get from issue 100 to 150. I only need like about 6 or 7 of them. So that was actually one that I should have got out and I didn't, which was issue 100, which was the first appearance of Negan, which I meant to get out and didn't. So yeah, that one's going to be one. I do have it in there, but I don't have it to hand. So anyway, talking about X-Men, this was sent by my good buddy Mike Lacey at Christmas, and I just love it. You know, just to have an, you know, this, to put it in perspective, this comic is older than I am, and I'm pretty old. So yeah, the other one would be the first appearance of Negan. I would go and get the comic, but to be honest with you, it's kind of hidden down there, and there's a lot of things between me and the comic, and I kind of know that if I do, I'll fudge this up. So yeah, so issue 100 of The Walking Dead would be the first appearance of Negan. It is one, in fact what I'll do is at the end I'll take a photo with me with holding the comic, so you know that I have it. Yeah, so obviously with him appearing in, well, you know that it happens because it was all over social media and things like that. If you don't know, then, you know, and you haven't read the comics, then why are you watching this? So yeah, so he obviously appears in the season 6 of Walking Dead. And yeah, it looks pretty badass, so we'll have to see where that goes. And lastly, obviously, this would be the first appearance of Skeletor in comics. Obviously, anyone knows me knows that I'm a huge He-Man fan, so having this, especially as a 9.4, is pretty sweet. Sometimes you look at these and you just want to crack them open and read them, you know. But yeah, some bubbles on it there, just noticed that, wee bubbles. But yeah, Master of the Universe, first appearance of He-Man, Skeletor in comics. Yeah, these things always never cease to amuse me. So yeah. So if you would like to enter his competition, the link down below will be the link to his 100 subscriber contest, which I think you have a good couple of months to do, but I just wanted to do it on the road while I had a free afternoon and didn't have much to do, so I wanted to get out of the road, get it up there, get it, that's what she said, and let him know that it was done. So yes, thank you for watching this video. Make sure if you want to do either of these, go ahead and do them, and make sure to leave your URL of that video on his account, so then he can check out your channel and see that you've done it, and then obviously you'll be entered into the pot. So yes, well done, ComicBookJunkie. Looking forward to many more videos. Looking forward to actually seeing you on camera, because it's all been, you know, like you putting the comic down and you're not seeing you, so you kind of see you in the reflection of some comics. But yeah, he's got some great comics, and just really nice, friendly guy, which is what this community is about, is being friendly, doing tag videos, you know, just interacting with each other, not, you know, bickering with people because they have difference of opinion. We all have difference of opinion. Life would be pretty boring if we all liked the same stuff and agreed on the same thing, wouldn't it? So yes, on that bombshell, it's time to end, and thank you very much for watching, and until next time.